Why, hello everybody and welcome back. It's been a while. We're back at it with Genshin Impact here. First time in a bit, and it's been a first time for a while. I haven't streamed, we haven't streamed here. Yeah, we're here today. New update came out. Pew, as always. Hopefully we get the new characters. We're gonna roll with it and see what we can do. So, without further ado, let's start the wishes. Because I know everybody likes to see me pull. Hopefully I get the new character. I'd like to get both characters. If I can. That'd be cool. So, let's start. First, 10 pull. Let's go. Gold. Easy gold. Nah. It'd be okay if I can get if I can get one character. But, oh, there's Charlotte. Okay. So we got Charlotte. That's a good thing. Already. Alright, all's not lost. All is not lost with this. Gold? Okay. That's upsetting. Okay. We already had those two. But this is fine. Let's pull again. Gold? Did we get a gold? Alright. This is not looking good for us. But if we can get more Charlottes, I'd be okay with this. For now. Come on. We got about... Come on. Gold. There we go. Come on. We got this. Please. 4. Charlotte. 5. Got her. I mean, as if it wasn't going to happen. Now, actually, we didn't see any colors in this banner. I could go for any of these weapons. I'd mainly want hers, though. I don't think I'm going to get the weapon first try, but I'd like to try. Yanfei. Random, but okay. Now, I know I have a bunch of faiths to buy there. Oh, wait. Is that on memories? Wait, what? Wings? Ooh. We might need to look at this. We get 1,000 primos. We get... If you have already used this redemption... We get primos. We get Wings? You may have to do that. We got about 39 days for that. I did not know that. Oh, yeah. Where's my bargain shops? We need those. So we have 12 starfish. Hi.
Yeah.
How are you, starfish? I hope you... I have been doing well. I took a break for a bit. But no, we have been, we've all been doing well here. I need 80 more primo gems. I need like 70 primo gems for a, Oh wait, I can do this. There we go. I doubt it. Oh, I need another, like... Alright. And that's disgusting. What do we get, though? But how have you been, starfish? Let's do our single pulls here. Doubt we'll get anything of usefulness. Oh, cool. Better than I thought. Oh, that's good. Alright. Where's she at? So we got Charlotte, and we got... I can't pronounce the name.
Arena.
Farina. There we go. I'm kind of shocked that she uses a blade. But there's a lot to do because we have to go back to prison. And I didn't know this, but we're going to also switch my team up a little bit here. Actually, no, I like this team. Hutao, Bennett, Jean. It's been a while since I played.
Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation, TCG?
What is it with these stupid
TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
And TCG players are playing in prison too?
What's wrong with finding fellow invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? All right.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't get...
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived? Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner? There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaru. People call them the Bombshell Bros.
The
I
Bombshell
found
Brothers.
the gossip very mind-blowing. It's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
Wait, so the
That's right.
Duke was a
The Duke was an
convict in
inmate
his
just like
own
you and me.
prison.
Seems he was exiled here for committing some
Mhm.
crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place?
Well, apparently we're in prison because we ate a cake.
A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you
Where's
anything
the front of
interesting
the
I hear
stupid
next time.
temple?
You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Okay. So we know the warden was a convict here in this prison. Which is kind of odd.
There's a group of people over there. Look.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of it?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about some...
Uh-oh.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Oh, that's the Bombshell Brothers.
It
It's the
just
Bombshell
so
Brothers.
Really? Are we that?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime. Unlike some of the others.
Your group...
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroo. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? You sure know how to embellish.
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she cooks.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here?
Oh.
There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else. Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow. I never imagined he was that.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Wait,
Every couple of days.
you don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking.
Okay, so something interesting's happening in the infirmary.
Fuck this.
Why?
No shit, Sherlock.
There are some people talking
What?
over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? What the fuck is that?
What is going on? Bart, are you alright?
Don't worry about it. No, I'm not.
Why? What happened?
It's called Tears of the Kingdom.
I know, but what's running on?
Dogs like us.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
What other strategy would we do with the other one?
If you're here, then you're just a convict like the
Why does he
rest
keep
of us.
running?
I've heard that even
As
if
drunk
you're
Bart
released after
continues to
serving
freak
your
out.
sentence, going back to life on the surface
You'd freak out too if you knew what I was fighting.
I don't know what you're fighting. Be descriptive.
Don't worry about it. A giant moth.
How cool would it be if the whole
A giant moth?
But
Yeah,
it's ugly.
an
and-
ugly giant moth.
It has, it's not furry, like doves. Like, it's not furry or fluffy. Oh, she's gone. Wait, who died? Oh, what the fuck? You can run! Where are you? Go. Lightning activation activate. It turned white. Oh wow, that is so not. Oh!
Whoa.
Yeah,
Sounds like they're
you'd be
really
terrified.
unhappy
It just
about
took
the
half my
overworld.
life.
Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living
Well,
up
it took
there.
6 of my hearts just now.
Down here say?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
gonna shit myself if I
We
die.
talked to Just about
Why are you gonna do that? Don't do that.
This thing is terrifying.
Why? What is terrifying?
Go meet him in the production zone.
Dumbass, I just said what's terrifying.
It's not. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, seeing a picture of it isn't that bad. Fighting it is bad, especially when you're not prepared.
Then you should get prepared.
I'm not about to leave the fight just to go back.
Oh,
I'm already in it. I'm staying.
And you're gonna keep trying to fight it. I'm proud of you.
What do you
proud
mean
of
where
you.
to go? It's right there.
Don't rush.
Oh, it's not, now it's cold. Can the temperature not change? Wait, where's my berserker? Oh, shit. Where's that? Asia, where are you? Asia, whatever you want to see. Name this.
Ooh, there's a teleporter here.
No,
I did
charge
not
it,
know-
charge
well,
it.
no, I
Thank
knew
you.
that, but-
Oh shit, lightning doesn't work. How the fuck am I supposed to fight if it doesn't work? Come on. Thank you.
Easy now, you can do it.
Shut up. Why are you going after me?
Because it's fighting you.
It's fighting 4 people and it's going after me. You get back in the lightning force thing right now. Get back in the lightning. I swear to God. You reactivate that right now. And you get back in the shield. You. Thank you. You.
You do something. Exactly.
Stay on the ground. No. Stop getting up. Stop getting up. Don't get up. No!
You okay?
No.
Look, there's Lenny.
I don't care right now.
Huh?
It's Lenny.
I'm going through my food supplies as if I never had it.
You found something?
That is not good.
To be modest, just tell him we found a boatload.
Be careful. Be careful, my ass.
As expected
You try
of the
being
legendary
thrown
duo,
around
you
everywhere.
have my full and
Yeah, be
Where's my
careful.
freaking sword?
attention.
Destroy the fused material and refuse something on it.
I'd have never guessed that myself.
I have nothing to
The
refuse.
rumors swirling about this place are
Come on.
unreliable after all.
Yes.
And Master
No,
Child probably
no.
went missing because
That
he found a way
is
out. He
a
is
bad
found a
thing
way
that you
out,
do not
yes.
do.
I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave.
That was a big one.
Unfortunately, this
Do
isn't
I
enough
look
for our
okay?
final report to
Excuse
father.
you? You try fighting
We
this
need
thing.
to find out Master
What did I
Child's
do?
father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine
Please
for a
don't. Please don't.
vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda.
His escape route is already flooded.
Wait, he had personal reasons here?
Professional
So he went on vacation, but then he had personal reasons to come to
Well, when you
Fontaine.
put it that way,
How
it's obvious that only Fremine
Queen
would be up to the
Gibbo.
task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too
The
much
first
attention.
is
I'll
like
talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's
I don't care about the
Collecting
cookies.
information has always been our strong point.
To complete learning examples,
Now, let me think. To find out more information,
I'm
Fremine
looking
will
for.
have to retrace Master Child's
Childhood
route.
in a
And
list.
to do
No.
that, he'll
Oh
have
my.
to set
Okay.
out on the next pipe
Get
cleaning
it.
day
You
at
want
the
to give me
earliest.
notifications? Fine.
That's
Let me
6
read
days
this.
from now. And
This
after that,
charge
he'll
attack.
probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
Can you even estimate how long
No
it'll
shit,
take for him?
Sherlock.
We've been working together for a
It was
long time. We know each
yeah,
other's
phase one,
capabilities like the backs of
statement,
traffic.
extra in your first
What
full
say
stage,
you to
not
meeting
string
here
to
9
strike
days
back
from
as you
now?
complete.
You'll
Actually,
be
that's a
able to
lie.
pick
She
up
will
Fremine
step on
while
you
we're
too.
at it, too.
Wait, what? Huh?
I'm not kidding.
We'd like
She
to know.
will literally
Though we
put
can
her
just sit
full
back and wait
weight
for Fremine's
on
report
top
on
of you
Master
with
Child's
her
whereabouts,
stomach.
we still need to make more progress on the
Who?
erasing
She
of the forbidden
takes
zone.
like, how many hearts do I have?
No master of
2,
disguise.
4,
Lynette's still working
6,
on getting
8,
intel from
10,
the other
12.
areas,
She
and
takes
I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission.
she takes 10 of your hearts when
You
she
are the only ones we can count on.
crushes you.
What do you
Oh,
want us to do?
okay.
Will it be hard?
Again, who?
Well, I won't call it easy
The
per
Queen!
se, but I think
Queen
you'll be able to
Gibbo,
pull
or
it off.
whatever her name is.
Listen
The giant moth.
You'll need to find an excuse to get into the
Like with the good
infirmary
shield,
and
this is
investigate
likely
the
to
room
break
and
the shield if you don't want the block.
You
Try running
mentioned
under the
several
mustard.
sketchy-looking
not
people
this.
always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has
Can't
something
work
to
out
do
any way
with
to
the
protect
secret
us
we're
from
hoping to
enemies except for
uncover.
running far enough
You've already met
till
the head nurse, so she'll be less to
once you
investigate the
fight them, keep
internal
me good at
structure of the
anything can help
infirmary and
space
any
out the
active
tornadoes
dealings within, and
that
pass
figure through
those
them
on to
instead of
me
running so
alongside
quick.
anything
Seeing
else
beats
you're
can
able.
also
But
been quick
also,
aerated.
there's no need to take risks.
For her
Don't
charges like
forget,
you said and
safety
shield
always comes
ability
first.
simply.
My apologies.
The
I
best
just
way to
started
damage
rambling out
unit
of
during
habit.
both phases of lightning will boss.
It
But
was
it's
almost
using
as if I was talking to my younger sister.
there's a big change from that is also okay, but deals damage also touching powerful items like
Let's go our separate ways. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days.
We're meeting here again in 9 days.
Monster eyeball items when they can also be missing greatly use a lot of damage. When you hurt her, nothing double collapse. This is your chance to attack her with your most powerful and you can make it a spear or sword. You can, as a quicker, make sure you also
There seem to be several people inside.
It seems creeping so pleasure. The night is through the bars of usually the streets of lights display.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here.
You
So,
can reach out the
why
point
don't we just try to
and use
capture
the
and
selling
press
code.
it?
Wait, so let me get this straight. The things I don't have will kill her. But I don't know where those things are because they're everywhere in the desert, and the desert blocks your navigation. That is so helpful. Wow, I'm going to get through this fight so quickly now.
Whoa, are
Oh
you
wait, I
okay?
do have bones, but I only have 3. So I'm gonna do that.
What's wrong, little one? There's no
Are
need
you
to panic.
okay?
Take a
No,
deep
bitch,
breath
I'm
before
not.
we begin.
Can't
The
run
traveler
around
started
now.
complaining of a stomachache,
What are
and
you
then
doing? You're
nausea,
just
and then
standing there
collapsed
with your
onto the
sword in the
ground.
air like a little
Behind the
ballerina or
desert
something.
limbs, twitching fingers, and broken puddles.
Yes! Go after one of my spirits!
Poison? Let me take a look.
Or
Please
sages.
lie
Go
down
after one
over
of them.
here.
Please and thank you. And get back the lightning, thank
Don't
you.
worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
She was knocked for a second. I can't do anything with that.
You can do it, traveler.
Oh, you finally got knocked down.
Don't
Oh,
apologize.
it's
You're
like me.
sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm
What's she
just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Oh, although. Hey, where you going, lady?
My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any
You
mortal
wanna fight one of my other sages? Be my guest.
At our worst, Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now.
Go after.
Please, relax.
As much as I love Sidon, if he has to be a sacrifice, he will be a sacrifice.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here.
I hear snoring.
Strange.
Yeah.
As if you care about my life.
What about here? Does this
Wait, what
hurt?
if I just... Aha! Wait,
Oh,
what'd she do?
I
Get back your
understand.
color, get back your color. Why aren't you getting back your color? Why are you hurting me?
That's all.
What did I ever do to you?
Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act.
Think of all people, why does Link have to be the one that's tossed around everywhere?
There have been other inmates complaining
Is she in
about
back
the
her
food
color? She
recently.
got back her color.
I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey,
Sweet.
of this problem as soon as
Just for us to knock it down here.
incredibly low.
What are you doing?
Should
You're
recover
running.
within a
Nope.
couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss
Try and
Levine,
stomp
I'll have
me.
to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone. Very
Bone, 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 bone. Where are the bones? Where are the bones?
And she hopped away just like that.
That didn't do anything. Liars. You said attaching a bone would do something. That was...
So she is.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
What is she doing? 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 This is new. This is new. Why are you going after me?
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here,
Stop
so
going after
Claymon's
me
with
for
If
once,
Miss Sichuan
please.
says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
Activate it.
She's the best medic we've got.
But it also looks like she's the only medic.
Well, that's true.
Come on. There we go.
That's really misrepresenting the situation.
Come on. She's almost
Of
halfway.
course I can't speak for the whole
Almost
fortress,
halfway.
but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sichuan take care of the sick and
Yeah, you're right.
Don't call
But
out
you
my
have
name like
to
that.
lecture me about
You know
it
you
in
don't
front
care.
of another patient. Aren't you a patient
I
too?
just...
Where did all your energy go?
Shit, what is it doing? What is it doing?
Sorry.
Are you two also?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the
Oh my
medicines
God.
Miss Sichuan prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her,
You could say she fancies herself
do I
as
have
Miss
bombs? Do I have
Sichuan's
bombs? Do I
capable
have
helper
bombs? Do I
because
have
she
bombs?
learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please
I have
watch
a
your mouth,
beam
Mr.
emitter.
Courier.
Screw
Don't forget
it.
that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Heart palpitations.
Now, please, keep it. Hey, there's no need to fight. Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly.
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
What if I use some of my stronger?
She found something.
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine.
Oh.
Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively...
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he slept. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope
stop
you'll never
running.
have cause to remember his name.
There we
Really can't
I
stand him.
knew that would work.
I mean, can you blame
What would
me?
work?
Who would like
Don't
someone
worry
who's
about
as
it.
arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? I'll accompany you two for a while. No, it's nothing.
I'm back. Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sichuan.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good.
Why do I have to look for a
This
way
should be
in when
2
I
days'
could
worth of
just, like,
medicine for
you know, climb
Take
up
one
top?
pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you
What the
should be
fuck was
taking
that?
today?
Oh, shit. Whoa.
I remember.
I'm
You
dealing
said
with
it
this
should be
right now.
yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good...
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can... So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with second... That's it! Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the med? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late and... Got it! Paimon will hold the Traveler to... Oh, you're going to take a nap already? We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super... So you're the best of companions. Don't worry, she'll... Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we... Well,
Hey,
now you can go back
Pumpkin.
without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly. Thank you,
I'm
Miss
back. How are you? Well, but I want to go see that door. It's behind that box. Yeah, we needed a little break. Streaming every day. I did get her. And I got Charlotte. Oh, I forgot. I have a C1 Charlotte now. No, not yet. I'm trying to get the weapon, but I figure either weapon would be fine because I need both of them.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death. No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijwin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary? Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the...
9 days. Apparently, Mr. Worldwide will be back in 9 days. I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'll have time to do it today, but I'd like to get through a lot of the story stuff today.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given... Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
Fireball before the fireball falls.
Paimon hopes everything's going well.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now
Maybe a fireball.
time to go over?
I need to do that
My observations,
eventually.
Sijwin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time. Also, I'm her brother, remember?
Yeah, it's 2 hearts.
It's
I
only
can take
natural
it.
for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
2 hearts, you can take it. Wait, what?
Head over right away.
Come on, guys.
Been trying to ascend everyone and get them to 888 talents. That is a big mission. I'd like to level everybody up to at least level 80 and do the same thing.
Lynette
Will that
should
happen?
be here
Probably
right now.
not. Uh-oh.
Strange.
As expected, Sijwin isn't here, but why
What do you mean you're on your way? You're
Lynette
here
rarely
with me.
deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here.
Okay.
You're working on getting them to 81.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh, I think I got Charlotte on my first 10 pull too.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical.
You don't have Candace? Oof.
Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sijuin would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Beat 'em
Seems
up.
quite normal to me.
Wait, I forgot what banner Candace was on.
Nurse from time to time.
Like Sinos and Tinaris.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
You're about to break.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the
Use
case,
the
she would
torch
have
on
contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just...
Uh-oh.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me! Now!
No.
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? Could she have... Is she already...
Risley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Risley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very... You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Risley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go up... Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means...
Level up your venti.
The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Risley have let him go as well?
What does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Risley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Risley.
Okay, fighting.
Traveler,
Yeah, I need the gems so I can ascend in.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Abducted again? Wait, she was abducted. She was abducted once already? Wait.
Oh,
She's smiling.
I feel like we still have some room to
if
make
he's
changes
talking
in
about
these
Lynette,
details.
then yeah.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive.
He's talking about Marina, then yeah.
Very well. Then. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help!
Oh.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being. Oh my!
Why not take the
What's wrong,
stairs?
little one?
Wait.
There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
What's going
Being
on?
able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he
Where's
so
the
fast?
battery?
Let's go
Oh,
hang
wait,
off at Risley's
battery.
office. With the wind.
I'm repeating everything as if I didn't just hear the voice too.
I'm going to his office.
Make sure you sit in his chair.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my sibling?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another plate. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small
This is
talk.
not bad.
That means you
talking
knew
about
we were
dog.
investigating the infirmary from the start. So you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that
He's
you'd
so
be able to
handsome.
kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ring.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surf.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course.
No shit, Sherlock.
My
I
intel tells
wonder
me
why.
Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I
You're
was
saying
willing to
that
play
as if I
dumb and turn
didn't
a blind
stop
eye,
before.
so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
Oh,
Mr.
you're
Linney,
an archer.
cards are stacked against
Forbidden
you.
Zone.
Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with...
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an...
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would...
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here and...
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Hello.
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because...
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
As I said before,
If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still
Take
has
his
its own
guts
set
and
of...
alright, take care. Thank you for joining. Feel free to come back anytime.
Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found?
Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not
Answer
subscribed.
all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
What am I supposed to do?
Oh crap. What is oh crap. The hidden rule about the production zone.
I've been told that the infirmary is... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because... I've been told that the infirmary... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... Fonta's internal reports suggest... The research note said that the Melusine race... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because...
Never mind, that wasn't obvious.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that... The research note said that the Melusine...
Oh. What did I say?
I've been told that the infirmary is... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. According to Collins, the We often see Miss Sijuin... I've been told that the infirmary...
There we go.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed the production zone? People are not supposed to work.
Why did Paimon put the glasses back on?
Strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a...
Break. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I've been told that the infirmary is... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The research note said that the Melusine... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't... The Fonta promoter has been We often see Miss Sijuin... Fonta's internal reports suggest that...
Okay, those two have to get switched.
Fonta's internal reports... The research note said that
No.
The Fonta promoter has been
There it is. We got it right.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a... People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing pup. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a... And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on 2 opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your... You'll pay for this!
Wait, what just happened?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was a fantastic...
There was nothing, Your Grace. Seedween? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Siegeween... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus when Monsieur Nervilet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duty. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervilet told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense in... What are you talking about?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Siegeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarand. My door.
Wait, why is she here?
Fremine. Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clarand doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lynn. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
What do I have to do? Try to understand the situation around.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Siegeween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the...
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved 2.
Well, I did try to convince them that I had my reasons. Never seems to...
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all...
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Dry your hair? Wait, what the hell? Okay.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
What exactly is going on?
Winnie, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler. Remine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us? The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing...
Interesting. We're going to this one.
He's awake. Remine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Where?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer... How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not...
Traveler. Paimon. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've...
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to you.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Oh, okay.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Highly doubtful, but maybe.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Oh, I know what to do. Drop it down. Turn it, then raise it. Look at that. I'm smart. I'm a smart person.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them. And recently. I should be going. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Oh, and there's what's her face. That saved him.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that.
Miss Clarissa! just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to see.
Miss Cloran, do you say? I must go.
You're still too weak, Fremine. You can go after you've had some more rest. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Cloran will stay here as a guest for another few days.
Guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with?
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Interesting. Isn't this where we get the good cutscenes?
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremine's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave.
Well, want to explain your...
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get in.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about...
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them, even though you didn't know what they were trying...
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's Lenny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape. But in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask.
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the appendix.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite an adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
But where is Child at?
You've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question.
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant. Follow me.
Oh. Where do we gotta go? Oh, we're going down?
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the fort...
We're going to the Forbidden Zone.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Told us to stand on the central plate.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, what a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui...
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding.
Oh. There are 3 gates.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
Have a look. Why do I want to go on and have a look? I don't want to look.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater near.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the 2 of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird. Why would the
The
fortress
entire
of Mercury
nation
be
will
built right above
turn
the
into
sluice
puddles.
gates of the Primordial Sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the
Egeria.
banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the wind." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successor. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as that place where criminals did. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another, live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from... Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time,
The third.
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Huh? Lord...
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our...
What? After you warned us not to tell...
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they're...
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of...
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Wants to
Gotta
blow up
admit,
the fortress.
I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, Edwin.
Forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa! There's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never.
How much do you know about Fontanian history? Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding
golden
a
bee
huge
and riding a
ship,
huge
the
ship.
Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of it.
Do you believe that?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legend?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll leave you here for... No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for...
Great. I look forward to...
Secrets of the Forbidden Zone. Return to the infirmary.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom.
Oh.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley? Always drinking...
Huh. Actually, now that you... While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves, to the water, and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijui.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so... It should have been the 2.
I really can't make sense of this.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling...
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijui is also busy with something or other.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3... Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably...
Whoa, he's good.
That's Arlini.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's courts. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super
Thanks so much. Then, if Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to... that can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have...
The sea will engulf everyone.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't... If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us...
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you're ever in danger, we will try our best.
Aww, the sound of that makes Paimon feel... Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so...
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another...
Go to the cafeteria. A lot of like traveling around here. I should have known that was gonna happen.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served. Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Traveler Paimon, over here.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran.
Huh. You're right.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Me too. Don't forget pie.
No problem.
So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like...
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed.
Sejuine, do you do this to help your patients or to better...
A bit of both, I suppose. And I'm a Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take...
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister?
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his...
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the... Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linney as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any...
You were all super considerate and really thought everything...
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long... Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos. Get a good night's rest, you two. You...
Alrighty.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sijwin really...
So we heard that Risley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Frip.
Oh, it was
Still, Paimon didn't know even Champion. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sijwin and the Duke? Won't you get...
Miss Sijwin was with you. And the Duke has...
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long...
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the...
In the past. You seem to be enjoying yourselves here. Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around on...
Interesting. Well, clearly something is up in the fortress. But we're going to end our stream here right now. We'll be back tomorrow. Playing something, definitely. Thank you all for joining. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it here. Thank you all, and have a nice night or day. Bard, would you like to say something?
That you're not gonna cut out? No.
As always, take care, everybody.